Hi lovelies, welcome. I'm so glad you could be with me today. I hope you're all doing really well. So exciting for the new year with all these new things that I'm going to be putting on the channel very soon, guys. So we've got the Divine Weekly Guidance that I normally do every week, which I'm going to continue doing. I really love doing these ones. I will actually, I've decided, keep the Twin Flame Tarot, but I am going to be also adding another weekly video, which will be based on other love themes, okay, for those who may be single or already in a connection, or, you know, looking for something. So we're going to be doing that one as well as a separate thing, which will be so cool. Okay, so as usual, we're going to see, what does Spirit want us to know? What do we need to know this week, okay? I love these readings because we never know what's going to come up for the week. And they are a timeless reading as well. So let's have a look. Please, Spirit. Let's see what's coming up for us this week. What can we expect? This is a general reading. Take what resonates. But yeah, usually does resonate with a lot of people. So here we go. Wow, there they are. Got quite a few cards coming out here. We've got the Judgment card. And we've got the Ten of Pentacles. So there's going to be a lot of changes around relationships, family, home, legacies, could be retirement. People are moving into a whole new chapter. They could be selling their home. There could be, some people might be widowed. And I'm not saying that, that's coming up this week. Sorry, guys. What I mean is at the moment, there might be people who are widowed, and they are making the most of their home right now and their family and remembering their loved one, feeling their presence very strongly still in the family home with them. We've got pets here as well around the home and family. There could also be, being this card, it kind of represents the spiritual awakening, a spiritual calling. So there could be a lot of changes in terms of people's values and aligning those. And also there's like a whole new life. There's a renewal coming in regarding family. So there could be the birth of a child. There could be new pets being adopted, things like that. That's what I'm seeing here, celebrations around the home and the family. Someone might be, inheriting a home, or buying a new house. There could be, as I said before, new people coming into the family unit. But there's definitely this feeling of the past being let go of. There's maybe a huge resolution in relationships as well. Family relationships, husband, wives, that kind of thing. Wives, husbands, however you want to say it. But it's just the main relationships around the family home are going to be evolving in a really beautiful way, and the past is being let go of. So there's going to be maybe counseling for some people, a strengthening of bonds and relationships here, reminiscing on childhood memories or your children as they're growing older. Maybe some children are leaving the nest. There could be reunions, okay, for family as well here. So yes, definitely gatherings I feel could be coming in. And yes, this is coming up next. So definitely leaving the past behind and moving into a calmer future. It does show that for some people, they might be leaving the baggage behind, the emotional baggage, but also some people might feel a bit of a loss in family. So some people are coming together, okay, and celebrating something new. And some people are feeling a loss, but also bringing in blessings and lessons around this as well. And when there is a loss, where there is a void, there's always room for something new to come in. And that's what's happening here. A lot of healing is coming in this week around this. And also there's travel. Could be travel for some people here as well. So you might be traveling, relocating, leaving a past behind, moving towards something more meaningful, more that's sustainable. What am I saying with that? Something that has substance, okay? Something that has a lot of meaning and depth to it, whereas, you know, it feels like, as your values are growing and aligning, sometimes we outgrow people as well. So some of you might find that you're outgrowing a relationship or a marriage and you want to move away from this. So there's so many different messages, as you can see in this, for so many of you I'm reading for. But some of you also, we've been having floods. So It's weird how that's coming in, actually. Some of us have lost our home. Now, I'm not saying us as in me, but I'm reading it as this is the family home and this is the waters. Okay, so usually this card does represent calmer waters. It's interesting the waters are not so calm here. And I do feel that there's been a lot of flooding in the world. So some people might be rebuilding, okay, their home, relocating. Basically, some people might only be living in like a car or a small vessel or a small, it's not like a home. So they might literally only have like a bag on their back at the moment to make do. So that could be to the extreme for some, or it could just be symbolic, that you are just traveling lightly now. You don't want to be, you may not be able to take too much with you, or you may not really want to. You might want a whole brand new start. And with floodings and things like that, if that is, it's like a cleansing as well, like a renewal, regeneration of a new beginning. So it's interesting how Mother Earth can do that as well. And it's really devastating because it is ruining people's lives, but it does give them the chance to spring up and be strong and start again and come together as a community and with their family. So through devastation and tragedy, there can be a lot of hope. And that doesn't have to be just the floods. It could be any situation you might be undergoing. There might have been a loss of a loved one. There could be just, losing a relationship that meant so much to you. Some people are in marriages for 20 years, 20 plus years. They have children together, and it is still a grief process in leaving that and venturing out into the unknown. So that could be another message for some of you here. We've also got the moon. So a lot of you are looking at the moon this week, really trying to work out where to next. And some of you are really into astronomy and the moon and the galaxy, all that, the stars and learning about that stuff. It could be astrology as well. But being the moon, it can represent not yet being able to see clearly as to where you're meant to be, but it's coming in. I feel there is a release and surrendering here and being able to let something go and heal something and move forward. And with that, you will no longer feel like you're drowning in something. There is this vessel taking you, and these crows here are leading you into into safety, okay, into safer waters now. So this feeling of having emotional burdens and having the shadows that we are constantly confronted with challenges, with relationship dynamics, or just, learning about ourselves and having to heal something within ourselves, sometimes alone. It's a solo journey sometimes. It can be really hard to look up and see things clearly because we're trying to feel our way through stuff. But I do feel like there's a community here. There's family support. There might be a partner coming in that's going to help you to overcome those things. It's really quite beautiful here. Yes, so the Emperor could literally be a person coming into your life with very masculine traits. It could be you that's stepping into this role to take a stand and to direct your life where you want it to be. And this is the Mars Aries energy. We've got the Cancer, it's interesting, we've got the Cancer feminine energy here, very passive energy. It is around the home and family usually with the Cancerians. So it's very interesting that's coming through around that. And then we've got also like the yin and yang. You've got the fire and the water here. So it could be a twin flame connection that's being dealt with here as well for some of you. But it's definitely looking that you're going to be standing up and restarting again and putting your feet firmly on the ground and being strong and having a vision and following your passions in life. And it's like he's holding the chess piece. So what's your next move? I'm pretty sure that's the Queen he's holding, if I remember. The chess pieces. Yeah, I think it is. He's holding the Queen, I'm pretty sure. No, what am I saying? It's the King. Silly me, because he's the King. So the Emperor is like the King. So it's like you're coming into that King mode, like you're taking control of something. You're overriding whatever might be making you feel pushed down right now. So it's courage coming in with this as well. Which I think is just amazing. So I'm just looking at some of the numbers here as well. So yes, it does look to me that there is definitely this, you've learned a lot this year, or in the last year even. We're in the new year now as I'm doing this reading. So a lot of you are actually reflecting back on the past year or two and looking at how far you've come on your journey. And it hasn't always been easy, and it hasn't always been pleasant or exciting. For a lot of you, it's been a lot of sadness and loss and coming up against things that are very difficult to overcome, but you're going to be doing that. And you might be putting things in motion this week, getting yourself out of a rut, moving forward, because some epiphany has come to you. And wow, look at that, the Queen of Wands with the Emperor. So they are both the Aries energy. So it could be an Aries I'm reading for today especially. It doesn't have to be, but it's very interesting. This very bold and impulsive and being a leader kind of energy is coming forward here. And we've got the masculine and the feminine. So for some of you, you're really balancing that out within yourselves, this masculine and feminine qualities, being able to be practical and organized, take the lead, as well as show a lot of warmth and creative spirit and passion in what you're doing. You are the visionary. So some of you are really coming into this happy vibe, and it could be something you're celebrating with others, but it's definitely a journey you've been on for a while on your own. You might have pussycats, or dogs with you, your companions at home that you have been really nurturing, and they've been a really good companion as part of your healing in life as well. So I find that so beautiful. This is just quite an amazing reading already. So it just shows me that this week you're really overcoming something and you're letting something go. You're going to surrender to it, and it can be painful to do, but it's time now, I'm hearing. And Ariel, messages from your angels, new psychic and spiritual experiences are changing the way you view the world and yourself. Allow your spiritual gifts to open through study, prayer, and meditation. So through this time of reflection, you could definitely be looking at how far you've grown, not just, in your life emotionally, physically, financially, all those things, but definitely spiritually. How far have you come along in this past year, especially? In the past 12 months, 2022, where were you when you started? How far have you come across? Now, what major things happened to you, whether good or bad, and what have they taught you, and how have you dealt with it, and how will you deal with it? So also a lot of you are opening your spirituality. Some of you are wanting to get into business and start up a business, or just start a whole new hobby that's like a vision for a future where you can make maybe a bit of money, or you're going to be well, for a lot of you, I feel like it's a hobby you want to turn into a business. So it could have been something that you've had a strong passion for quite a while, and now you want to bring it into something that you can make some money from. It could be an online business, could be something small that you like, a small business where you're making things with your hands, like services, products, and you're offering services. Yes, for some of you, it's very creative, it's very spiritual. You could be doing online courses, workshops, things like that. For some of you, it's very much in line with being a leader. So you are a speaker. You're not afraid to maybe create websites or get up and do live talks, whatever it might be. For some of you, if that's not resonating with you at all, it could be something that you're doing behind the scenes. And allowing like a website or something else to speak for you, or hiring other people like a marketing agency or something like that. But I feel like there's some beautiful, amazing aspiration coming through here. Amazing inspiration coming through. And you could be seeking some advice, getting some financial or career advice here as well for some of you, because it's like, what next? Where to now? What new resolutions am I putting in, for the new year? And where do I want to be? And am I going to get something off the ground finally? So that's kind of like a feeling there as well. Let's get one more of these. And we've got Rochelle. So someone's name could be Ariel or Rochelle. And it says, as you honor and follow the guidance of your heart, prosperity is coming to you now. So it's about trusting in your gut, your gut and your wisdom here, because we're talking about opening up spiritually as well, psychically, which can be through study. Some of you might want to study as well. It might be something that you take up this year is a course to expand your experience in the things you love doing. It could be something entirely new that you're not used to doing and you've never done before. It could be like classes that you also join. Like, you don't have to necessarily be the business owner, but it looks like you want to get out and socialize and be a part of new things. You want to try new things, new adventures. things like that, which is really cool because a lot of us, you know, due to the pandemic and stuff, have always had to be, what's the word I'm saying? Like, you know, socially distant basically from others. So the online community has really become huge, especially because of that. So a lot of you are moving online, but a lot of you are also venturing out in your local community and joining new groups and learning things and meeting new people. And it's kind of like that energy that's coming through this week that you might be invited to things, or you might actually be in this leadership mode, organize something, host a party even, bring people together even around the family home. You know, it could be that you're working from home and you're creating a business from home, which just gives you freedom too. Yeah, financial freedom and lots of other freedoms. So let's have a look here. And I do feel like some of you are going to get awards for, like it's a recognition for the hard work you've put in. It could be, as I said, if you're studying a certificate in something, you're going to get really good marks. So it looks really good. And your guidance card, which is the unicorn, how beautiful. Look at this, infinite possibilities. You are the sovereign of the seen and unseen worlds. The magic of love surrounds you. Beauty transforms you. Listen to the spirits of light and abandon the darkness. Go beyond the ordinary and become the legendary. Wowies, I love that. You could be seeing butterflies in your path as well. Just a reminder to keep allowing yourself to evolve and transform and grow. And go through the process, surrender, just allow things to unfold naturally for you in your life. Keep going. Yeah. And unicorns, it's all about the enchantment as well. And not being afraid to rise. Like, this is the living your life to its fullest potential kind of energies. So not being afraid to jump in, wow, and try new things and learn and grow. And if you make mistakes along the way, that's okay. It's all part of our growth and learning. And we've got Noose. Noose, what am I bloody saying? Oh my God, Moose, Sheree. Wisdom, let your head and mind reach to the stars. Wow, the stars was coming up with that before. Yet keep your feet grounded on the earth. Listen to the ancient wisdom in your soul. The ancestors speak through you. You know much. So it goes back to the Ariel card here too, like opening up spiritually, psychically, trusting in your divine wisdom to push you through whatever it is that you're overcoming now as well, and not limiting yourself. You have infinite possibilities ahead of you. And we've got the polar bear, which is mystic. I'm loving this. Know that challenges make you stronger. Have faith when you face adversity. Take time to rest, dream, and renew your strength. Embrace your psychic abilities. You carry the shaman within. So you have amazing power and knowledge within you that you may not have tapped into just yet. And it's saying that even with the animal medicines here too, so pay attention to animals that are coming into your path. Could be in your physical path. It could be something that you just constantly see coming up on an ad or a commercial, or you just keep seeing it everywhere you go. Look up on Google what the animal meaning may be, and it could be very relevant to your situation at the moment as well. So it's very strong. These are very strong animals. Carry a lot of resilience and strength, wisdom, and being able to face adversity, as it says here as well. So you have a lot of healing power within you, and you can also help others with that through your own lessons and journeys. You know, if that's something you wish to do, it could be something you incorporate into a business. I mean, you might want to get into counseling or something. There's something that you might jump into that you have life experience that's very relevant to your position and how you can help others. So you've been through a journey, and there might be something that you just really feel quite passionate about studying and learning and jumping into, and writing a book about or something. There's just something that you want to do that's part of your own life journey. You want to be able to share it with others so that you can help others. And you could be watching or listening to podcasts, listening to podcasts and watching self-help videos on YouTube, whatever it is. There could be some things around that as well regarding relationships, love, dating. I don't know why that's coming up, but that's for some of you coming up here where you're just really trying to understand where you've been and how you've reacted in certain situations and why things are being attracted into your life. And so you're also, a lot of you learning or going to be learning about the law of attraction and vibrations. So it's the law of vibration, and you're going to be looking into all that kind of stuff as well, not just the law of attraction, because the law of vibration is obviously more important. Well, it is not so much more important, but it's the main component of actually attracting things to you. You've got to be at that vibration. So I feel like for a lot of you, you are really aware of that, and that's why you're trying to raise your vibration as well. So let's have a look here. I'm going to get a special, I broke my bag, so unfortunately I had to put them in here, but we're going to get a special rock, okay, for you guys. So let's see, what are we mostly focusing on this week? I'm going to put that over so I can't see them. What are we mostly focusing on this week? What do we need to focus on? I've got this one here, which is desire. What do you desire? That's so much this Aries energy right here. The Queen of Wands is like a beacon of light which attracts what she wants. She's very passionate about what she wants, so she's desiring it. So what are you desiring it? Get into that feeling of just feeling elated when you think about it, drawing it in towards you. Yeah. What makes your heart sing and your soul come to light? Yeah, I love that. And so we've also got accept. So it's acceptance, accepting the past, accepting things how they are now, accepting where you are now, because you have the power within you. You've got the knowledge within you to make changes, to create your reality as to where you want it to be. Okay, so let's get another one. So that's the desire. What will you desire this week? What are your desires? And you know what you could do? You could write down 3 things that you would really love to attract to yourself, which is obviously what you desire. So you could write 3 things down, and out of those 3 things, work it out which one's standing out to you more that you really want to, attract right now. So, and then you write it down and on another piece of paper perhaps, and write down maybe 3 goals, like 3 ways you could achieve that, okay? And then we've got, oh, that's right, we said accept there, so I'm getting confused. So my camera died, so that's why I had to go off for a little while and I've forgotten. So the desire's there, but the acceptance of the past. And dreaming. Don't be afraid to dream, okay, for like a different future. Something that you want to create. So that's where our imaginations come into it. That's how we are also bringing things to us, is through our imagination. Don't be afraid to dream big. Get into this, like the unicorns, and it's all about fantasy and enchantment and imagination and going into a whole new world. This is something you can do. Some of you, I'm hearing dream time, so it's very much about shamanism, dream time, going into that vision quest, that kind of thing as well. Some of you will be having very vivid dreams this week, but also once again it's talking about what do you desire? What are you dreaming? So don't forget to daydream as well. Daydreaming is okay. Daydreaming is really good. If you do affirmations and visualize something or daydream about it for 5 minutes a day and affirm your affirmations with that, it makes it even more stronger in terms of being able to come forward into your life, which is so cool. I hope this has resonated today, guys. I really love doing this reading for you, and as always, I love doing it every week for you. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and I look forward to connecting with you guys next time. Love and blessings.